Hello, my name is Ryan Galvan. I'm here with Sergio Ramos, who works as a media instructor for SACE. So tell me a little bit about SACE.
So SACE is a year-long nonprofit arts organization which shows creative youth from grade 6 all the way to 12 how to use art in order to express themselves and being able to be almost like a platform for their voices.
Okay. What do you do here? What is your job description?
So at SACE, I'm a media arts instructor, and so what that means is that I focus mainly on photography as well as film and sound in order to be able to show students, the technical skills, but also, the writing, the editing, the FX that you can create, using storytelling, both in a narrative format as well as a photographic format.
So how did you get to where you are today?
So my journey started as an alumni of SACE. So when I was back in high school and middle school, I was actually coming to SACE. I first started in the WAM program, which is the middle school program, which only met on Saturdays, and then I moved into the high school program, which met during the week. I went to Breckenridge High School, so it was kind of something that was accessible because it was very nearby. And so with the work that I was able to create at SACE, with some of the mentorship that occurred here, I was able to actually get a full ride scholarship to the college that I wanted to go to, which was Watkins College of Art Design and Film, which is located in Nashville, Tennessee. And so, going through 4 years at Nashville, I was able to get my Bachelor of Fine Arts with concentrations in both directing and cinematography. And while my time there, I was also able to participate in over 60 productions, in which when I finally returned, I was able to, come back to my roots and be able to share that experience.
So what made you want to become an instructor? Is that what you had in mind?
So, I'm technically, I wear a lot of hats, So the idea is that part of what makes SACE special is the fact that a lot of the teachers that are here are also artists that are working in the field that they are teaching. So, originally I was just hoping to be full freelance as, a cinematographer, an editor, a gaffer, working in video, photo. But then, the way everything played out is that there was an opportunity in which I was able to come back to SACE and share those skill sets with students. And so, being able to juggle the freelance life that I live with the teaching life that I have here at SACE really allows me to, take what I learn, with new technology and put it into practice within the actual learning environment. And that's really important because the reality is that technology is always changing. And so it's because of those experiences that I have on set that I'm able to keep my students up to date. And it's kind of in my own blood in many ways because when you're at SACE, you have a mentorship, in which you teach as a high school student, you actually teach middle school students. So, that was almost like the first time in which, that kind of teaching connection started. But then when I went to college, I was also in charge of, the equipment room as an equipment manager. And so there was moments where I had to be able to teach students how to utilize that equipment. And so it's because of those practices and it's because of those experiences that now as an instructor, I have kind of the language as well as, the connection with students in order to be able to teach them the skills that they need to learn.
So what's your favorite part about this job?
About
Do you have any stories?
About being a teacher?
Yeah.
I think my favorite part is seeing, how far these students can go. Because the reality is that every student, no matter who they are, no matter, what background they come to, they all have a potential. They have a potential in which they can fulfill. And so it's up to me to kind of help guide them. But ultimately, it's up to me to, listen to them and be able to see, what are their goals and dreams and what are their hopes and ambitions, and being able to form my teaching methods around those students and around each individual, because not every individual is the same. And so I think some of the best moments that I have as a teacher is actually when students, they outthink me, when they go above and beyond, like, normal capabilities. And it kind of brings me back to the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, as a filmmaker. And that is because, I love what I do. I love the passion that I have, being on set and being able to take photos and being able to be a creative individual. And seeing students do that like every day or, even every week is very fulfilling. And, seeing them also go, out of city, out of state, and then impact, the communities that they're involved with is very beneficial, and it's something that I take very good pride with.
Okay, well, thank you for being here, Sergio.
Yeah, of course.
And how do I end it?
All right.